Here we go, here we go. Welcome to MightyGooga Plays for You. This is MightyGooga, and today we're gonna be starting a brand new series called Rimworld HSK Modpack, the University. Yes, this series is gonna be called the University because I aim to do a Let's Play series mixed with a tutorial for people that want to play the HSK mod pack for Rimworld. You guys know that the HSK mod pack is a mod pack that increases the content of Rimworld by a lot. It has been in development for quite a while now, and the developer of this pack is Skyark Hangel, a Russian developer, and he has a team working on this as well. And he aims to not to just make a collection of mods that's fun to play. He also has worked a lot on programming and rebalancing and remaking the mods and like structuring it together and making the mod pack and the mods in the pack work together very well for a very well balanced gameplay and very challenging as well. The mod pack is a lot of fun. Even if you are a veteran Rimworld player, you're gonna have a hard time in this mod pack because it has a whole bunch of new events, new stuff to deal with in the gameplay, but also has a lot of new features, new quality of life improvements. And the mod pack now it's already available for version 1.0 of Rimworld, and it's very worth a try. If you love Rimworld, you're gonna have to play this mod pack that it's made with so much care and love by the dev team. I have been playing this for a while now, and that's why I decided to start this video series. This is episode 1, and I decided to start this and try to teach you guys a whole bunch of this mod pack so you can have a easier time playing with it. We're not going to be talking about how to install the mod pack. I'm gonna leave a description link on the description for both the forums and the Discord, where you can get all the help you need. I'm just gonna go ahead and advance to you that there is a launcher for this mod pack that makes the whole process way easier, and the launcher has been updated today and it's working, so it's very easy to have this working on your computer. Just go ahead, click the links and go check it out. Also, if you're new and have never heard of our Discord or this pack, just go ahead and sign up. We have a lovely community, very willing to help. It's very active. People are chatting. There's a whole bunch of different languages that you can use, different channels, and you can get a lot of help, but also you can have a lot of fun there as well. There's a whole bunch of people there that it's very appeasing. So with no further ado, let's start talking about this. So what is Hardcore SK or HSK? It's a collection of mods that aims to enhance gameplay and extend Rimworld depth by a lot. This is a whole new game if you're gonna be playing with this. There's a whole bunch of mods. This is the mod list basically, but the thing that I wanted to tell you in this screen is that the pack is totally customizable. So if there's something that you don't like about the pack, a feature or something that you want to change, I think it's hard that you would want that, but if there's something that you don't want, you can always come here and take mods away. You can also add mods that you like, taking care, of course, not to mess with the balance of the game. One of the best places to talk about if the mod is compatible, if it's a good fit for the pack, is at the Discord. So feel free to drop by at the Discord and talk to us over there about this mod, the mods you want to add. But basically, most of the mods on the workshop works with this pack. You just gotta be careful not to change it too much, because there's a strategy behind this pack. There's a development, there's a mission, there's an objective to make this balanced and well balanced and fit for a good gameplay. That's just what I wanted to show. For example, I add to my gameplay a few mods. I usually add a whole bunch of more mods, but since this is the development version, I didn't go full throttle on the mods I want. But for example, I add selling prisoners with no guilt. I added prisoner harvesting. You can add psychology. You can add a whole bunch of other mods if you want to the game. So that's what I wanted to share with you about mods. Let's start a new colony, shall we? We're going to be playing, there's a whole bunch of different scenarios you can choose from. One of the most famous scenarios for the pack is this Lost Cannibals, where you start with 5 tribes people. It's very hard because there's a whole new technology tree and a whole bunch of stuff you need to do if you want to play this. It's not recommended for new players. Just go ahead. We're going to be starting the University series with a classic scenario. Okay? So let's start this. We're going to be playing Randy Random. The pack offers a few other storytellers if you are up for different challenges, different ways and different needs for strategies. We're going to be playing with Randy Random because it's the one I usually play with and has a very balanced gameplay. It's not too easy, but it's not that hard relatively to the pack, which is very hard anyways. We're going to be playing reload anytime mode. Let's just generate a map. And okay, so when you get to this point, you installed the mod pack. Everything is working fine. You choose your storyteller. You choose your scenario, and now you have to choose a landing site for your colony. This is one of the most important aspects of the game. Even if you're a veteran player of Rimworld, if you're beginning at HSK, you're gonna be needing to choose very carefully the biome you land in. And this is because the biome can really affect your gameplay in the very early seasons of your colony. And since this mod pack adds so much features, so many other mechanics, dealing with the harsh environments, if you're not a veteran player of the pack, it's gonna tend to be frustrating. So if you're just new to the pack, I didn't like this this map. I'm gonna randomize a new map. And so if you're new to this pack, even if you already played a little bit and are looking for some tips and advices, do this for yourself. Start in a biome that's more standard. And this is precisely what we're going to be doing. So I'm going to be looking for some temperate forest, maybe a boreal forest, but nothing more or less than that, because each biome has its particularities. I'm going to probably be starting over around here. Maybe not. Let's see. One of the things that you notice right at the start is that there's a whole bunch of more factions in the game, and all the factions are kind of bundled together, and this is the mod pack talking. This makes sense because it's kind of a region they control. So depending on the faction, depending the place you place your colony, you're gonna have to deal with the factions that are controlling that region. I'm gonna be probably placing something. There's different strategies to choosing your location. There's people that like to land on mountains, and there's people that's not my case. I like to land on open land because I like to construct cities and facilities on my map. I like the farming aspect of the game, the constructing aspect of the game, and that's why I usually play scenarios like this. But feel free to choose the strategy and the scenario you would like. So I'm thinking about this area around here. It's a little bit cold. There's a road. There's some colonies around. I would love if there was some granite deposits, but I don't think that's the case. So, but that doesn't matter for now as well. this is the university. So let's just go into some small hills. There's a good growing period. The average temperature is, you can handle that. I'm gonna choose a large map size, and I'm gonna click next so we can choose our Embark in your Embark settings. For this series in particularly, I already configured a preset for prepare carefully, and that's one of the things that you should use and abuse if you're a beginner. Just use prepare carefully to make a better loadout, a better team for your first colonies, so you can get a feel for the game, so you can start learning the basic concepts before going to a bigger challenge. I'm going with 3 people as the crash landed scenario. The only thing I did was actually just I choose the races over here and did a little bit of customizing the people that are coming with me. Oh, I don't want Cabrera. I want her to be called Adenia. She's Adenia. Adenia, strong heart. Lady Adenia, strong heart. That's me, Googa, the player, and Lady Queen as well. The 2 colonists that will be accompanying me on this journey. So you gotta be careful when randomizing your colonists, because you gotta especially take care of the traits, because the traits can have a huge impact on your gameplay. So be careful not to choose Psychopath or Pyromaniac in the beginning of the game when you're not very familiar with the pack, because this is gonna give you more difficulties than you need. Okay, so this is the screen for prepare carefully. I added a few tools to my loadout as well. In this pack, you're gonna see that if you have some tools, the tasks that you need to be completed, they go a little bit faster, they are a little bit more efficient if your colonists are using the specific tools. But that's pretty much what I did. Just bring some copper tools with me. The rest is the loadout for uh, the the classic scenario. So let's start this. Let's start the game. Let's generate the map, and let's talk a little bit more about the mod pack. The mod pack, it's basically made to kill you. So everything here is trying to kill you. It's Rimworld with a little bit of difficulty increase. A little bit is being nice. It's actually a huge bit of difficulty increase, and there's various factors that is affecting this difficulty. First of all, there's a whole bunch of more concepts to the game. There's hygiene, you have to take care of hygiene. There's bathrooms you have to construct. You have combat extended, which is a mod that changed the combat aspect of the game, making it more realistic, but also more fun. There's new kinds of events, there's plagues, there's diseases, and you gotta be careful with all of that. So you gotta plan ahead, you gotta be very sharp on the tasks that you're doing with your colony when you're setting it up. So the first thing, the first tip for this episode is prioritization. And prioritization, it's going to be very important for us throughout the whole game. But in the beginning of the game, you want to do a few things that we're going to talk about in a little bit. So we started the game. I'm going to be going with government type democracy because I like this aspect of the game. If you choose government type, it means your colony will, from time to time, will select leaders for the colony, and those leaders have effects on all the colonists. They increase the rate at which your colonists learn specific skills depending on the leader's skills, and they also give buffs and debuffs to mood penalties and move bonuses. So it's important to have this rotation of the leaders. That's why I like to choose democracy. So let's talk about priorities. The first priorities of this when you're starting a new game are basically defining work settings, defining loadouts for your pawns, and start constructing a base. I'm gonna take a look over here. So there's a cider over here. This is from the mod Ruins, and it's not very well balanced yet. It's still in development. I don't like the fact that there's a cider over there. We're gonna dev delete him for now, so just so we can progress on our series here a little bit better. He's very OP for the level of the colony you start with, so it's not a very good. Let me just take the economy, performance, syntax range, world pounds. Let's see if I can queue him. How can I dev queue him again? Package jitter, view settings, debug actions menu, debug logging, debug actions menu. So 2 pounds. I want to queue. Let's see. Queue. I'm gonna queue him, and then I'm gonna destroy him. All right. Good stuff. Now we're good to go. So as I was saying, let's take a look at the general screen for now and try to understand what we are looking at. So the first thing that you notice about this mod pack is the texture. The textures are being customized by Sky and the team. They're not all in the pack yet. There's a whole bunch of new textures that is already done, but as the versions of the mod pack progresses, they're gonna be including the new textures. So it's very easy to get overwhelmed by the new textures and get kind of lost. But don't worry, it's simpler than you think to understand what's going on. So up here you have your Colonists Bar, so you can choose your colonists, select your colonists, and see what they're doing. These white icons here are the dev tools. You don't need to worry about this. I just use it because since I contribute to the pack and I do a little modding myself, those tools are good for us to test things and to try new things in the pack itself. Okay, you have a minimap here. You can navigate with the minimap. You can increase and decrease the size of the minimap. It's a good navigation tool. You have the basic information here on the bottom right corner of the screen, and you have the tabs for managing and playing the game down here. Nothing new. You only have a few more architect tabs because you have new features, new stuff that you can build and construct in the mod pack. You have the work tab. The work tab, we're gonna be doing numbers because it's better to manage your colony. You can shift click the name of the job to change the whole colony at once. So firefight, we're gonna leave all them to 1. Patients, they're gonna be 1. We have 2 doctors at priority 2. We're gonna increase priority to bed rests, to hall, and basic it's gonna be 4. We don't need no wardens for now. We don't need handlers for now. We don't need negotiators. We're gonna have 1 cook, which is GG. Googa could be, Adenia could be a cook as well, but I don't want to be, I think, well, she can be a cook as well. We don't need hunters for now. Everyone is going to be constructors. Everyone is going to grow, everyone is going to mine, everyone is going to plant cut, everyone is going to smith. I don't want anyone doing art for now. Hall clean. I'm just I'm gonna leave it at 3, and for now we don't need researchers. You can also use tools to copy orders from a pawn to another pawn. This is one of the additions of the mod pack. You can also as well, in the future, you can open up and expand the jobs, so you can do a better customized work loadout for your pawns and manage your colony. So this is the first thing we do. We set up the work orders. I'm happy with this as is right now. I want everyone doing basically everything for now, because we have to set up this colony ASAP. Okay. Restrict tab. The restrict tab is basically telling, giving a schedule for your pawns to work, to sleep, and to do recreational. I usually, in the beginning, I do a very long work shift, because we need to get the colony up and running as fast as we can, and um, basically what you can do to customize this, you can give them sleep orders, work orders, do anything, or do recreation. Anything is basically they're gonna do anything they want. If they want to work, they will work. If they want to sleep, they will sleep. If they want to do recreation, they will do recreation. Don't worry about giving them longer work shifts, because if they need food, or if they need anything, they will, except recreation, they will stop doing what they're doing and go get some food. Okay, so we are done with the restricting orders. We're done with the work tab. This mod also have this number tabs, which is very informative. You can take a look at the wild animals on your map. You can take a look at the enemies, but you can also add some information about your pawns and here, which makes it easier to decide what they're gonna do. It's a quality of life tool to manage your pawns. You can do, and you can add a lot of stuff. It's just play with it a little bit. It's not a hard thing to understand. Okay, so for now, those 4 tabs are enough. The next tab I want to talk to you guys about is the Assign tab. The Assign tab is a very important tab to manage your colonists. You can manage outfits, you can manage food restriction, drug policies, and loadouts in this tab. For now, for this first episode, we're going to be talking only about the loadouts. We're going to be creating loadouts for everyone. So we're going to create a loadout for GG. We're going to create a loadout for Googa. On Googa, and we're gonna create a loadout for Adenia. Come on, Adenia. I'm using the names of the people at the Discord server. There's a whole bunch of more people I'm gonna be adding as migration occurs in this colony, and we survive. We're gonna be doing my best not to get anyone killed. As a positive and a thank you note for all the great people at the Discord that is helping develop this great mod pack. So we did Adenia. Now we're gonna set current loadout GG to GG, Googa to Googa, and Adenia to Adenia. This makes it very easy for you to handle tools, equipment, and other stuff in the game, because now with numbers, I can see who's my best shooter. So I have 2 great shooters, Googa and Adenia. Queen is not a bad shooter as well. And so I can assign weapons to Googa. I can come here and assign the rifle to Googa. Where's the rifle? The Lee Enfield rifle. And I can assign some ammo to Googa as well. I'm gonna assign it 60 rounds of ammo for the Lee Enfield rifle. I can do the same thing for Adenia in a way that I can assign. She's gonna get the Colt. Yes, the pistol. She's gonna get the Colt. I'm gonna give her some ammo. 60 rounds of ammo as well. And now she has the Colt. And Queen, or GG, she's gonna go to get the knife for now. The knife, a hand axe, and a hammer. I forgot about the tools, so let me go back and give Googa a hammer and a hand axe, and let me give Adenia as well some tools. Hopefully they're gonna be able to carry this without further problems. There are pickaxes, but I'm not gonna be mining right away, so I don't need to give them. The good thing about this assignment method is that now you can control what your pawn's gonna be carrying throughout the game. And if they have tools, they're gonna use the tools when a particular task asks for the use of that tool. And what that does is that that task is going to be more efficient. So if I tell someone to cut some trees and they have a hand axe, they will pull out the hand axe and use the hand axe to cut trees, which is going to be the task be completed faster. So now that we have set up everything, I need to unforbid all the items that we have here. Let's unforbid, unforbid, unforbid. The last time I forgot to unforbid ammo. We should not do that. And that's okay, that's okay, that's okay. And now, let's take a look at the map and what we're gonna be doing in this gameplay. The first thing that I noticed right away is that we have a very nice center ruin over here that we can use to our advantage. There is a giant web here, and we're probably gonna have to deal with some giant spiders. There is arachnophobia mod in this mod pack, which spawn spiders in the map, and the spiders cause havoc, so we gotta take care. We actually gotta take care of everything, because everything is trying to kill you. I see this here looks like an ancient danger. We're gonna have to stay well away from that. But this is gonna give me a good coverage. We can wall it over here, we can wall it over here. There's water close by for us to use as use water to wash ourselves, drink, and everything else. There's some ruins over here, nothing much. There's some ruins. The ruins pack, the ruins mod is a new mod added to the pack, and I'm finding it very fun to play with because it kind of facilitates the beginning of the game. But it can be a curse as well, because in this game, in this mod pack in particular, the wealth of your colony will influence the hardness of the raids you get and the event. So if you are very wealthy, you're gonna start seeing some mech raids on your base, so you gotta be careful. So we have a nice long base here, very well spaced base with good soil to plant, protection, some walls. There's the ancient danger here, but we can deal with that later on. So this is it. So we are all set up. We can start playing now. So I'm gonna give it a little bit of time for my colonists to pick up the weapons and the. Let me see if I assigned them correctly. I did. And unfortunately, there's no beds lying around as well. I always want beds. Beds are very good. Maybe there will be some beds in this ruin over here. What is this? Oh, there's some hay over there. It's forbidden. We don't need to mess with that right now. We also don't need to mess with this right now. The rest of the map is fine. Ooh, horses. Oh, there's tigers as well. Gotta be. We shouldn't be exploring this way too much. Although they're very close, maybe we can hunt them soon enough. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna prepare this area here to be our next space. So I'm gonna order them to cut some plants. Let's clear this area out of plants. And let's call it our home area. So this is gonna be our home area for now. Oh, there's some planks here, good. I don't think we're gonna be needing any of those. Let's create a stockpile. Where are we gonna want our stockpile? This is gonna be our quarters. So I'm probably, oh, this could be quarters as well. Seems like bathrooms. I probably want our stockpile for now here. Let's just place it over here. And let's increase the speed. I don't want you to be cleaning. Let me increase the cleaning priority. I don't want clean. Let's define as well zone area. So spend allowed area, home area, area 1. So we can tell one of the things that you can do in this mod pack is to define a zone that will be the zone that is the cleaning zone. So pawns will go to that zone and clear that zone. That's good. A good thing that it's not the same thing as your home area, because they have different functionalities to it. For example, the home area will be where your pawns usually hang around and where they do repairs. So it's not all the time that you want pawns cleaning areas that, like if you have a mine over here, you don't want them to clean over here. You only want them to clean certain areas. So I'm gonna choose a area that should be clean. It's gonna be called area 1. We can manage our areas here, and then we can say that we can rename it and call it cleaning area. And now when you define the cleaning area, like I defined it over here, they're gonna clean this area and keep it tidy. I actually don't want that right now. I don't want nothing to be clean. We can take care of that later when we establish ourselves better. I'm gonna be open up a door over here, so I'm gonna deconstruct. The roof collapsed. Crazy. Let's wait for them to clear the area. I haven't seen any mosquitoes or fleas or flies, but if you see them, you're probably gonna be wanting to melee kill them, because they will annoy the heck out of you and they will spread diseases. So in the beginning of the game, you gotta be very, very careful about this. Okay, so they're cleaning up. There's a few floors over there. We're gonna be doing the cleaning, so we can start constructing a few things. I'm not sure. Those are croppings. I can mine them, right? Yes. So I'm gonna increase. That's what I'm gonna do here. Is I'm gonna construct a structure, wood log wall, and I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna go all the way up here. I'm gonna start enclosing this area. I also will be wanting an exit here and an exit right here, so our pawns can roam freely. We're gonna build a door over here real soon, and then we can finish up this this area as well. This will give us enough. Okay, there's a crash bug here. I'm gonna ask Adenia to melee attack crash bug. And why? Because I don't want them scaring our colonists and disrupting our work. So we are almost done here. There's another crash bug. Googa, go get him. Melee attack crash bug. Good. Finish off crash bug. Okay, go back to work. Oh, let's ask GG to come over here and take a look at this door. Let's see what's behind door number 1. Oh, there's nothing here. Unfortunately. I was hoping for some beds. Go back, GG. So, oh, there's another crash bug here. You see? Oh, she's not fleeing, but she would. Melee attack crash bug. Oh, there's a fly here. Melee attack fly. You don't want those critters around your base because they will cause disease. So you gotta be careful with that. There's another fly over here, and also they will eat your food. So you want to enclose this as soon as you can. Oh, look, there's another fly over here. I'm gonna melee attack the fly. Good stuff. You wanna be fast with this. So now, what are we going to do? We probably could. This is the medium tent. We could deploy the tent over here and have it. No, that's not what I want. We could deploy the tent over here and have an enclosed area, but I don't think we're gonna be needing the tents. Let's just go ahead. Okay, the flies are attacking us. No. And we don't want that. The attack fly. Let's go over here. Yes. You want to make sure those critters are not bothering you, you know? They usually will hang around where there's food, and you don't want that for your base. This is one of the basic things in the beginning of the game, because they will disrupt your operations. We don't want that. So we're almost done. There's a few more cuttings that we could cancel off and work on something else. I'm gonna architect order mine. I'm gonna mine this area over here so it doesn't bother us in that aspect. There's too many flies. Come on. Why there's so many flies? Okay. Melee attack fly. Alright. Finish off fly. And they keep eating our food. We gotta be careful with that. Feels like they're melee attack fly. There's too many flies. They're spawning like crazy. Let's set up a stockpile for refuse. We can choose the color of the stockpile. I'm gonna set up refuse over here. So here I'm gonna clear all, allow rotten, allow fresh, and I'm gonna get corpses and animal corpses and insect corpses. I think this is it. Yes. And here I'm gonna unallow insect corpses as well. Okay. So now at least gonna be able to organize this. Okay, GG, you can start working, or you can go wash yourself. Maybe that's it. Yeah, she's going to wash herself. Okay, priority 1. Now that we set up a base, we know what we are going to be doing. We need beds. And since we don't have beds in the ruins, usually you can find some beds in the ruins around in the area around the map. Since we don't have beds, I'm gonna place beds over here. This is gonna be our quarters for now. There's a bathroom over here that maybe we could use. Let's claim it. Let's call it unisex. Oh, there's a fixture. Oh, there's no plumbing for it, so it's probably not gonna be usable. Adenia, please take care of this fly as well. Thank you. Where's Googa? I didn't know where. They're cutting stuff. I'm not sure if this is working already, although that mechanics about the tools, it should be working. He does have some copper access, so he should be able to cut it. The time has passed. Now, they're about to go to bed, all of them. Come on, colonists, go to bed. Okay, so we have shelter. We have to build a roof around here. I'm gonna do that right now. We just have to be careful not to order structure, log wall. We have to be careful not to collapse the roofs. I'm gonna order the mining of this area as well, so we have this space for us, and then we can demolish this in the future. And then we're gonna start thinking about food, because we have a little bit of food, but it's not gonna be enough. We only have 18 rations. Although they can eat honey, they will prefer to eat the rations before honey. I'm not sure why. So now they're sleeping. Let's go ahead and speed up time. You guys are not listening to the basic music of the game because I turned it off. It's easier for me to concentrate and to explain to you what's going on. Okay. So what I was doing, it's auto saving. I wanted to build a roof area over here. Great stuff. We are at least protected now. Kind of protected. Why the hell there's so many crash bugs over here? Let's gear. Let's equip copper hand axe and let's melee attack crash bug. Let's melee attack this one first. I don't know why there's so many. I didn't see they come in. They must have come overnight. Okay, we kill them. Let's make sure we kill them. Yes. There's so many bugs. Actual bugs. Let's go get the other one as well. I don't see him anymore. You guys see him? I don't see him. Let's kill that fly. Where is Gigi going? She's fleeing. I don't want her to flee. Where is Googa? Googa's washing. Alright. Finish off that fly. Great. Alright, so we need to build a table, we need to build roofs, we need to build a whole bunch of stuff. We need to mine those. Oh come on, there's so many. There's so many. Melee attack crash bug. She's gonna get good at this. Alright, they're building the roof. And now they're mining this. I'm gonna okay. So now that we've figured out there's one day passed. We're in the second day. Now that we figured out some shelter where we can get protected, there's another crash bug coming over here. I'm gonna deal with him as well. Now that we are protected, we need to start figuring out some stuff. So the first things that we want to build is you go in production, and you want to build a butchering spot and a place where you can prepare food. Unfortunately, even a simple grill will require some components and some steel alloy to be made. And a butchering table, for example, will require components and mechanisms. I don't know why it requires mechanisms, but it does. It doesn't seem very well balanced, this, but it's okay. In order to get those kinds of materials, you don't have the technology or the materials to produce those materials with. So you need to salvage stuff from your map. So around the map, you're gonna notice some chunks of ships that had fallen down. And you can use those ships to your advantage by deconstructing them and salvaging the materials. With the salvage materials, you're gonna be able to start building your basic benches. You see, she's carrying a whole bunch of stuff to the stockpiles. Adenia has already killed the guy over here. Let's. Oh, now they're cleaning over here. I'm gonna go ahead and close this so I don't get more crash bugs around. And I'm gonna start placing some doors around our main base over here, our main area. And we're gonna. So this is our. So now that I have 4 components, some steel, I can start making some benches. I'm gonna make a simple grill to make some food, and I'm also gonna make a butchering spot right over here as well. A butchering spot doesn't require any materials. A butcher table does require materials. And the fact that you want to progress to a butcher table as soon as you can, because it's faster for the pawns to butcher meat in better workbenches. So you want that to happen as soon as you can. So I'm gonna close this area over here. I'm gonna feel much more safe. The pawns will stop wandering around like crazy. They're gonna be walking through this area here to wash, and they're gonna be doing that until we are able to build some proper toilets and proper washrooms. They're still cutting those areas over here, and that's fine. I think I'm just gonna cancel. I don't need them to cut this for now. We don't have any seeds for planting, so one of the difference between this and the vanilla Rimworld is that to start a farm you need seeds. If you don't have seeds, they won't plant. And to get seeds, you can transform food or produce into seeds. You can harvest wildlife and start gathering some food. Let's go ahead and do that. I think food is going to be a priority. We already have the butcher spot and the grill. We can hunt and we can start making some food as soon as possible. In the beginning of the game, I usually do the hunting manually. I don't assign a hunter and go hunting. I usually do it by hand. This seems like a place where there's gonna be beds. We maybe should take a look at that. But for now, I'm gonna look for some wildlife that is around here. Those muffalos seem fine, and I'm gonna ask Googa to go over there and hunt a muffalo for us, so we can start having some meat, and we can stop digging through our rations. Let's fire at the muffalo. Alright, the muffalo. Let's get closer. We need to get closer. Fire at the muffalo. Alright, we got him. I don't know what is he doing. He's unloading inventory for some weird reason. And now, I'm gonna ask him to bring the dead muffalo to our stockpile over here. let's just put all the animal corpses over here so we have a working stockpile. Why? Why? Oh, allow rotting, allow fresh. Okay. Prioritizing howling buffalo. Alright, so this is all the time we have for this episode right now. I'm gonna save this and we're gonna be playing another episode real soon. But basically what we did here is we established a shelter, we established some beds, we secured the area around which we're gonna be building our encampment by killing the critters that come annoying us. We just finished building some basic cooking benches for us to start feeding our colony. So we are going well. We're doing well. We're doing fine for now. We just killed our first buffalo. Googa is going over there, gonna be hauling it back. I'm gonna set an order here to butcher corpses, like 5 corpses. So they're gonna be butchering, and then we're gonna set our order here to cook some roasted meat as well with the butchered materials. So we are doing fine about food. We have water nearby. We already have a closed shelter where we can protect ourselves in cases of any raid or any wild animals attack. And this is it for the first few days of Rimworld hardcore pack, mod pack. I'm thinking about here, so we're gonna stop right here the video, and this is all the time we have, and we're gonna pick it up straight from here and start upgrading our base, start progressing, trying to make some new beds and upgrading the base and constructing a better base. But for the first few days, this is what you must have in mind: shelter, food, and water, and cleaning out the area here so you can manage everything. Okay, thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this new style of video that I'm starting to making for the channel. I'm gonna be doing the tutorials for this particular game, but I also gonna be doing other Let's Play series that you might enjoy. So stick around, subscribe, comment, like, and share if you wanna see more stuff like this. Thanks a lot for watching. This is MightyGooga.